So if you come and find yourself at the front of your mat, finding yourself in Tadasana, and we'll just begin with a quick full body warm-up. So standing in Tadasana, feet are hip distance apart. Just begin by rolling the shoulders back and down, maybe 5 or so times backwards, and then 5 or so times forwards. When you've done 5 or so times in both directions, we'll just come gently back to centre. Inhale as you lift one arm up, reaching up tall. Exhale, reach all the way over to the other side. Inhale back to centre, switching over the arms. Exhale, reach over to the opposite side. We're just going to do 3 of these on each side, moving with your own breath, in your own time, finding that lift and length. Exhaling to reach and fold. And then this time take the arms out wide, and we're going to wrap the arms around the body as we twist and look behind. So just let the arms fall wherever they naturally go. You're thinking about lifting and lengthening through that midline. So you should feel like you're about to take off maybe for just a moment or two. One more each way. And then slowly come back to centre. From here, soften the knees. We're going to inhale as we lift the hands up, reaching up tall, and then exhale as we come all the way down into our Uttanasana forward fold. Just take a moment there if you want to in that ragdoll variation. Gently swing from side to side. Get into the lower back, the hips, the glutes, and of course the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, just relax the hands to the floor. From here, walk the feet all the way to the back of the mat. Find your down-facing dog position. Maybe take some time to just pedal out through the feet. Open up the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. Of course, the ankles and the toes too. And then when you're ready, find yourself back in that regular down-facing dog. As you inhale, take the right foot outside of the right hand. Option to keep the back knee lifted or drop the knee to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale as you reach that elbow toward the floor. You might not get there, that's absolutely fine. Step back to your down-facing dog and repeat on the other side. So left foot comes outside of left hand, drop the back knee, inhale to lift and twist, exhale, elbow toward the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down-facing dog. From here we're going to take our hands all the way to the back of the mat, find our Uttanasana forward fold, and then we're going to inhale as we come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Heel toe the feet just out slightly wider than the hips, find your squat stance, and we're just going to take 3 air squats. So we're going to bring the palms together. As we exhale, come down into the bottom garden pose. Inhale to lift up, palms together at the top. Exhale, come down into garden pose. One more time. Inhale to lift all the way up. Exhale, come down into your garden pose. Maybe just spend a moment or two getting into those hips. And then take both hands to the floor. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Find your plank position, and then we'll take a vinyasa. So exhale, low plank or knees chest chin. Inhale, press up to Sphinx or Cobra. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. We're going to repeat that circuit 2 more times. So you're going to take right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, elbow toward the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Switch sides. Left foot outside left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow toward the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale, come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, come down into the bottom of your garden pose. This time we're going to take left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, replace the hands. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. And we're back to that vinyasa. So we're going to walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Find our plank position. Option to drop the knees, of course. Exhale, low plank or knees chest chin. Inhale, press up to Sphinx or Cobra. Sphinx is on the elbows. Exhale, tap the toes and press back to your down facing dog. From here we're going to do the same routine 1 more time. So right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, elbow to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Left foot outside of left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. Exhale as you come down into the bottom of your garden pose. Left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, release. Right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Find your plank position. One last vinyasa. So exhale, low plank, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to your down facing dog. Walk the feet all the way to the front of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Take a moment there if you want to in that ragdoll variation for the final time. And then when you're ready, inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, release. Shake the arms out, grab some water. And we'll begin. So you've got your 3 rounds. You did these movements last week, so you're going to nail them this week. And we'll begin. So I'll just set this clock up. The first round is legs and bums. Let me just get this working, there we go. And of course you've got the clock that's going to count you in. You'll hear it count you in through my mic hopefully. And I'll also guide you as well. So the first movement we have today is an extended rainbow. So coming onto your hands and knees, you're going to take one leg back. We're going to do one leg for one half of the time and the other leg for the other half. You're going to squeeze your glutes, engage that leg, point the toe, be active all the way through, and you're going to take it all the way out to the side, tap, and then lift it up and over, and take it back to the other side, and tap. So you're lifting in this rainbow shape, taking the foot from either side, trying to keep the hip wobble to a minimum, so brace that core. At half time you'll switch sides. So set yourself up, you have 10 seconds, and then this should count you in. So come to your tabletop pose. We'll start with the right leg, send it back, find that engagement, and when you're ready, inhale as you lift and squeeze, take it out to the side, and then take it over to the other side. So really slow this movement down as you take it all the way up and over. Be very controlled and purposeful with your taps. The faster you go, probably actually the easier this will become. So the slower you go and switch sides. So left leg goes back, right leg goes under. So you're just gently moving from side to side,
10 seconds.
Engaging those glutes. You have less than 10 seconds on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next movement is a 90-90 kneeling thrust. So you're going to find your knees in that 90-90 angle. And then you're going to take them all the way up and over and then press through. So you're opening up the hips, coming back down, and then you're going to come through from here. So you're just simply taking the knees up and over. So set yourself up in that 90-90 position. And when you're ready,
let's go.
Take the knees over. If you need to use the hands on the floor to help you there, you can. Feel free. If you find you're rolling around the room, coming off your mat, that's absolutely fine. So just keep moving all the way to the end. This is a really good hip opener. When you come up into that thrust, really squeeze the hips through. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips through, find that extension. You're over halfway. The challenge is to not use your hands all the way through if you can. Really good.
10 seconds.
Lovely work. You're doing really well. You have 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one is bear to frog. So from that tabletop pose, you're taking the feet together and lifting the knees off the floor. You're going to come back into that frog position, and then you're going to come through into bear. So you're just holding in that hover position. You're rocking back and forth between the two movements. So pick your progression if you need to. You can place the knees down, reset, and go back each time. Just move between the two. The faster you go, the more cardio-based this will be. If you want to work on more opening up your hips and building strength, see if you can hold in each end of the position for just a couple of counts before moving back to the other one. You're coming up to halfway now. And we have just one more movement left of this round. So move all the way to the end. Really good work, girls. You have coming up to just 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. The next movement is Warrior 3 with a knee raise. So you're going to find yourself standing on that single leg. We're going to switch at half time. You're going to send the leg back, find your Warrior 3 position. That could be here or here. And then you're going to inhale to lift and squeeze that knee in towards the chest. Exhale to send it all back. So just move from one to the other, and then at half time, you're going to switch. So set yourself up. Inhale to lift that knee up high. Squeeze it into the chest, and then exhale as you send everything back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, send everything back. If you want to, you could inhale to lift, and then as you exhale, the arms can sweep back too with the legs. You're coming up to halfway now, so switch legs. And then when you're ready, inhale to lift. Exhale, send everything back. So really squeeze the glutes to make it harder. You can of course go faster. You can of course also try and keep that leg nice and locked out on that standing leg. You have less than 10 seconds on the clock, and in 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, grab some water, catch your breath, and then we'll move on to the next round. Well done, ladies. So, the next movement of the second round is crisscross climbers. So you could go for that regular mountain climber option, bringing the knees through to the front of the mat, or you can take opposite knee to opposite elbow for that crisscross climber approach. In either case, the faster you go, the harder, the more cardio it's going to be. The slower you go and you really try and squeeze that knee through to the elbow or the nose and do that tiger curl option, it's going to be more strength building. So set yourself up, find your plank position. You have just under 10 seconds. You've got 5 seconds now left on the clock. So step your feet back, and when you're ready, let's begin. So if you're keeping count, see if you can count the number of reps you do each side up to the halfway point, and then see if you can beat those reps on the other half, on the next half. So you are coming up to halfway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take note of your reps. See if you can smash that number. Nice work. So really squeeze those knees through. See if you can tap higher up the arm to get more core engagement. You have less than 10 seconds, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. The next movement is a goddess rotation, so you can come down into your goddess squat. You're either going to take hands up high and just take opposite hand to opposite elbow, or you can stay here and just twist from side to side. So pick whichever option you prefer. The key is to sit nice and low in that squat. Try and find that 90 degree with your legs. If you just want to hold the pose, you can. At half time, you might want to shake it all out. So option to take that twist from side to side. Working into those hips, working into those glutes. Nice work. Keep pressing through the heels. Keep sitting back and down into the heels. You're halfway. If you want to shake your legs out, reset, you can. It's quite a burner. You're doing so well. You have coming up to 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So from here we're going to find ourselves in our bear position, lifting the feet, the knees off the floor again. We're going to push back into plank, jump out, and then push back to that bear pose. So come through to plank, jump, and then push back to bear pose. If you want to make this easier, you can step in, step out. You can just go from plank to bear, or you can even leave the knees on the floor. Find that plank, lift them up, step in, step out, and go back. So pick your progression. You're finding your bear, and then coming through to plank, taking that jumping jack, and then coming back to bear. So plank, jack, bear. It's the order of madness. So you've got this, you're over halfway. You have 15 seconds left on the clock, so maybe see if you can get 3 or 4 more in. Your legs should be feeling this.
10 seconds.
Nice work, guys and girls. You've got this. Work all the way to the end. 1 more movement left. And relax. The next movement is a supine leg raise to toe reach. So you're going to come onto your back. You're going to leave your legs out long, and then you're going to lift one leg up, and you're going to reach with the opposite hand. So for half time, we're just going to reach and tap with that hand 1/2 of the time, or you can switch and alternate between the two. So depending on your coordination, if you just want to keep that leg high, reach and tap, you might get more of an ab workout. Or if you want to alternate, work the brain a little bit at this time in the morning, you're more than welcome. So set yourself up. Again, the faster you go, the more cardio-based this is going to become. The longer you hold at the top of that reach, the harder this is going to be in strength terms. You are over halfway, so if you've kept count of your reps, see if you can smash that number again. Really good work. Really push your lower back into the ground, engage that core, tuck that tailbone under. You have less than 10 seconds, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Take on some water, catch your breath, and we've got our 3rd and final round. Well done, ladies. That one's a nasty one. You'll see where it's going next week. So, the final round is, I think it's guns, isn't it? Yeah, legs, tongues and guns. So we've done our legs, done our tongues, and we're going to do our guns. So the first movement is a simple vinyasa. So you're finding yourself in that hand position. Option to drop the knees, exhale, low plank, press up to cobra, push back to down facing dog, reset. So you're going to go through that vinyasa as many times as you can in that 45 seconds. So you have just coming up to 10 seconds, so set yourself up, maybe find yourself in down facing dog, and I'll count you in. Keep count of your reps the faster you go. So in 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're finding yourself inhaling to high plank, exhaling low plank, pressing up and through to that cobra. So challenge today is to not let the knees touch the floor. You could even try and not let the thighs touch the floor. So find that hover, flip the toes, and press up to the up dog if you wanted to. Just to see how spicy this can get for you.
Halfway there.
So keep going, keep moving all the way to the end. You're over halfway, you have 15 seconds left, so maybe 2 or 3 more. The faster you go, the more cardio-based this is. Good work, guys. You have 10 seconds left, and in 3, 2, 1. The next movement is a tricep dip. So you could do this just finding yourself in that reverse plank position and just taking a little bit of a dip. If you're lucky enough to have blocks, you could use these blocks either side of you, and you can just simply lift and lower. So pick whichever works for you. They're both pretty hard, so just take it easy. Set yourself up and find that progression. So if you have blocks, you're just lifting and lowering, keeping the legs straight. If you don't have blocks, find that reverse plank position and take the dips in the same way as you would with the blocks. So you're lifting the hips up high. You should feel the backs of the arms engage. You should feel the biceps engage. You should feel this in your shoulders. You are over halfway, so feel free to take a break, shake the arms out, reset. It's quite spicy. You're doing really, really well. It's really hard to get a pull movement into yoga, so this is what we're trying to imitate. You have 5 seconds left on the clock. Work all the way to the end. And relax. The next movement is a forearm plank to side plank. So you're going to find yourself in that forearm. You're going to roll over to one side and then come into that side plank. Then you're going to come back to forearms and switch sides. So a little bit of balance and coordination for you. Just gently resetting in the middle each time, finding that side plank. So set yourself up. The more reps you can do, the more cardiovascular based this will be. If you want to build some strength, really focus on your alignment, focus on that position. So nice low hips, squeeze that core. Even in that side plank, you want to push the hips away from the floor. You could even try and lift that leg, that top leg up. Find that star position and then come back to that plank. Feet tight in the middle. Keep that nice hollow shape all the way through. You're doing really well. You've got coming up to 10 seconds left on the clock.
10 seconds.
And then we have one more movement left.
Rest.
The final movement is a straddle lift. So you're going to find yourself in this straddle position and you're simply going to press the hands either side of you to lift and lower the bum off the floor, and then at the other half you're going to try and lift the legs off the floor. So you could try and do front lift, back lift if you want to keep the hands in the middle, or you can do half and half, whichever you prefer. So pick your progression. Front lift, back lift might be more transferable. You can rock from side to side. You might find that's easier for progressive movements in the future. So you're probably feeling this in your stomach, your glutes, and your arms. So pick whatever works for you. You're over halfway. It's a super hard movement. I always save the hardest for last. Nice work. And lift that bum off the floor. Find that daylight. Really good. Nice work. You have 5 seconds left on the clock. Move all the way to the end. And relax. Well done, girls. Grab some water, catch your breath, and then come and find me at the back of your mat in child's pose. So, find yourself now at the back of your mat in a kneeling position. Send your hips back towards your heels. Take the arms out in front of you, forehead to the floor. And just take a couple of deep breaths, calming the body down, feeling that expansion across the upper back, exhaling to let everything melt deeper into the ground. One more deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then we're slowly going to come through onto our hands and knees, slide our bodies through, and then we're going to come into half frog. So you're going to reach back, same hand, same foot, bringing that heel in towards the glute, pulse a few times, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and then switch sides. So right arm comes under, left arm goes back, grab a hold of that foot, pulse the heel in towards the glute a few times, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Come up onto your hands and knees, swivel yourself around, find yourself in a seated position on your mat. Taking the legs straight out in front of you, flex the toes back towards you, pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale as you lift and lengthen, exhale as you reach and fold. And again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale as you come all the way back up to that seated position. Slide the bum down towards the hips, come onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest, gently massage from side to side. And then we're going to take the toes to the floor, keep the heels lifted. Arms can go out to the side. So if you want more of a stretch in your chest, see if you can bend the elbows at 90 degrees and place it back to the hands against the floor. Keeping the shoulders, elbows and hands against the floor, you're going to drop the knees from side to side for a couple of window wipers, just to release off the lower back, the hips, the glutes. One more each way. And then just gently bring the knees in towards the chest. Hug them one final time. And then whenever you're ready, slowly come all the way up to seated. Find yourself in the center of your mat. And we'll take one final deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts, to the lips, kind words, to the heart, kind feelings. Namaste. Thank you.